Hi, welcome to another weekly news roundup. I'm Vida. Let's begin with our top stories. Hun Sen tightens government purse strings amid coronavirus fears. 4 Cambodians quarantined after contact with Japanese COVID-19 patient. Union reports free Poipet casino failed to disburse seniority payments. COVID-19 scoopers kingdom's taxman. 5G wireless text test successful. Prime Minister Hun Sen earlier this week reduced government expenditure by 50% to save money. He said the money saved could be used in emergency COVID-19 cases in the kingdom. Speaking following the annual meeting with the Health Ministry, Mr. Hun Sen said all unnecessary government spending must be coped to end during possible financial blows in the kingdom amid COVID-19 fears.
សម្រាប់ផ្ដល់នៅការគ្រប់គ្រងទៅលើការវិភាគនោះតែខ្ញុំសូមយកឱកាសនេះជម្រាបជូនគ្រប់ស្ថាប័នទាំងអស់ឲ្យបានជ្រាបថាស្ថាប័នទាំងអស់ត្រូវកាត់បន្ថយការចំណាយរហូតដល់ 50% នៃការចំណាយលើកលែងតែក្រសួងការបរទេសក្រសួងពាណិជ្ជកម្មនិងទីស្តីការគណៈរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីទេដែលនឹងត្រូវកាត់បន្ថយការចំណាយចំនួន 25%
He added, quote, "We are not cutting employees' salary, which amount to 400 million monthly. We will only be cutting expenditures on overseas trips. If you need to go, 2 instead of 5 people are enough. This way we get to save money. I will observe whether the ministry implement this measure effectively." The Health Ministry has quarantined 4 people who came in direct contact with a 40-year-old Japanese national who reportedly tested positive for the COVID-19. A Japanese passenger whose identity has not been revealed boarded a Vietnam Airlines flight from Siem Reap province to Ho Chi Minh City before taking a connecting flight to Japan on March 3rd. Upon landing at Jubu Central International Airport in Nagoya, Japan, the passenger was diagnosed with high fever and was later transferred to a hospital after testing positive for COVID-19. During a press conference on Thursday, Health Ministry spokesman Awan Din said the Siem Reap Provincial Health Department decided to quarantine 4 people who came in direct contact with the Japanese national at the Siem Reap Provincial Referral Hospital. She said, quote, "We found 4 people who had been in direct contact with the Japanese national. They have been put on a 14 quarantine during which their health will continually be monitored, noting that the 4 have so far in good health." Ms. Van Din said officials have called on the Japanese consulate to verify news circulating online regarding the Japanese national. She added, quote, "The person already arrived in Japan, so whether he tested positive or not will be determined by a statement from Japan." According to Ms. Van Din, the Japanese national traveled from Manila, Philippines on February 28 and transited to Thailand before flying to Siem Reap. Siem Reap provincial health authorities had found 4 persons having close contact with the patient and about 40 others having indirect contact with him. The Japanese embassy yesterday issued a statement saying it had been apprised by the news regarding the man and said it will continue to cooperate with relevant authorities of Cambodia to counter the novel coronavirus. 3 casinos in Poipet City have failed to disburse seniority payment to nearly 1,000 employees who have worked for up to 6 years, according to the Collective Union of Movement of Workers. Pasina, president of the union, said the 3 casino companies in Banteay Minjay province were expected to disburse seniority indemnity payments, but they did not. He identified the casino as Grand Diamond City, Casino Resort and Casino DNA. He said the union will file a police complaint and Labor Ministry must investigate the case. According to Article 89 of the Labor Law, companies are required to pay pavement workers seniority indemnity or bonuses depending on how long they have worked. It said workers with durational contracts are not eligible to receive seniority indemnity. According to a Labor Ministry directive, companies are required to pay seniority after the beginning of 2019. And now the business. The General Department of Taxation has cautioned that the COVID-19 outbreak will drive down state revenues in the upcoming months. The drive could potentially scupper their target of collecting about 2.8 billion in taxes this year. Speaking at a tax seminar in Phnom Penh earlier this week, GDT Director General Kung Vibol said the virus continues to create a global economic slowdown and has a knock-on effect on the local economy. Mr. Vibol said, quote, "We are closely monitoring the situation because we don't know when the outbreak could come to an end. It may take a month, 2 months, or even a year. Whatever the outcome, it will affect revenues we take in tax collection." Mr. Vibol paid particular attention to the detrimental effect the virus is currently having on both the country tourism and garment manufacturing industries. He said, quote, "The government has taken measures to manage the situation in the affected sectors, which aims to sustain the country's economic growth, and that includes our cooperation over the payment of taxes. The government has forecast real economic growth at an average of 6.1% this year, down a percentage point last year. Other factors precipitating the fall include the trade war between China and the United States, climate change, and a partial withdrawal of the everything but arms trade deal with the European Union. Lovers of the internet can now rejoice for the coming of 5G in the kingdom is imminent. Chinese company Qingtel Communication has successfully tested its 5th generation super-fast wireless technology for digital cellular networks. The achievement came after Huawei signed a partnership in Shenzhen in September. Qingtel will continue cooperating with Huawei to build the first 5G standalone prime network in the kingdom and work together toward future accomplishments. Qingtel has a master plan to build approximately 3,000 5G base stations in Cambodia in the next 2 or 3 years. The plan includes first phase of the 5G core network, transmission network, and technical equipment. The network will be launched commercially and be able to serve more than 90% of the population by the end of this year. Yang Jinping, chair of Qingtel, said the company will expand 650 base stations to support 5G and serve customers in Phnom Penh, Sihanoukville, Siem Reap, and other major cities. Next year, Qingtel will add more than 1,200 stations across the kingdom. She said the implementations of a 5G network is not only a big development for the telecoms industry, but it also will push forward benefits to the economy, as well as greatly improve the level of science and technology. Smart Axiata, Cellcard, and Medphone are already piloting 5G in the kingdom and are aiming to launch their own networks this year. A Mutta spokesman of the kingdom telecoms regulator said this is great for the Cambodian and the government. Mr. Watta said, quote, "I want to remind you that Qingtel entered the telecom market in Cambodia in 2016. It will started with 4G long-term evolution in 2014 in Cambodia. However, Qingtel was not late in offering 4G services." Thanks for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure presenting the news to our audience. Please like and subscribe if you find this informative. On behalf of the team, I'm Vida. Have a good weekend.